Alright, let's continue where we left off. So right now we want to start with a face, and in this session I will mostly be sculpting hands, but right now let's concentrate on a shape of a head. Okay, so right now I'm just looking at my split screen reference. Okay, as usually. Also I have PRF references, but for this task it's okay just to look at my model reference. Okay, because I want to just to have like primary shapes of the head, so I don't want to start to refine some shapes or something, making like a mouth or nose. Just want a little bit to clean up. Okay, so right now I'm start to work on a fist. Okay, so for this task mostly what I'm using is my own hand as a reference. I make a couple of shots of my hand, of my fist, and also I use some images. Okay, mostly like fist images, a lot of stuff like this. Okay, so right now I'm separate hand from a model. By separate I mean I just hide my model. Okay, and right now I want to concentrate just on a fist. So yeah, for this task it's really important to look at the references, because in my opinion fists have a really complex shapes. To achieve a good looking fist, there is a lot of work need to be done, there is a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, you need to really pay attention to your references. So as you can see, I'm start with just blocking some shapes. Okay, so, main proportions. Also I'm using Sculpting Pro because I want to have a dynamic topology for stuff like this, because as you can remember, we started from a mannequin, and mannequin doesn't have a really good topology, so I'm using Sculpting Pro, which is really helpful for this kind of stuff. So basically I'm looking at my references and I'm trying to mimic shape of a fist. Okay. So for this task I'm using a lot of Labilla brush, Move brush, then standard brush. Okay, as you can see, for Sculpting Pro I'm using not a big resolution, so my model still look chunky, pixelated. Okay, but it is for this task it is really good, because I don't want to be like super high in my resolution, because it will be really hard to sculpt. Okay. As you can see from this angle, fish look really strange, so you need to look at your model from every possible angles. Of course, I mentioned this before, but it's really important. So as you can see with the move brush, I'm just making small changes everywhere on my fist. But overall, in a final moment, it will give me really good shapes. Okay, so I'm switch my attention to another hand. Here I need to carve fingers, right? So here I don't need to be worried about inner part of fingers, because they never be shown. Okay, so I need to concentrate only on my outer part. Here I'm making neck knuckles. Now I'm using a move topology brush, which is really helpful because I don't want to involve in the movement another hand. So I just can concentrate just on one of mesh. For example, right now I can move like left hand with move topology brush, and right hand would not be affected. So it's a really helpful brush for this kind of stuff. Also, you can use polygroups. You can hide everything but a hand. Just mask it, and then you can reverse mask, and this way your model will be masked, but for example a hand wouldn't be, and you can work on your hand without affecting the rest of the body. So right now I'm trying to give a shape for his finger. Okay. Once again I'm using a move topology brush. So as you can see, I'm just affecting only left hand. Okay, start to feeling alright. Of course, there is a lot of work need to be done, but those fingers are taking the shapes. Okay. This was a really good example of using a move topology brush. Okay, continue to work on a hand. So there is no secrets, you just need to look at your references. Okay. So sculpting hands could be really tedious because you need to sculpt like if your model is not symmetrical like this one. So you need to sculpt both hands, every fingers. So you need to have a lot of patience, but it will pay off. So at this stage you just need to make main forms for our fingers. No need to make, like fingernails, something like this, just primary shapes. As I said before, inner part of this hand wouldn't be visible, so we can neglect it. So right now I'm switched to another part of my model because in my opinion this less muscle was too flat. So I'm add some clay strokes. And switch back again to hands. Alright, looking from a distance. feeling okay. It's kinda have right proportions, right? Nothing is you know, like protruding too much. Okay, right now I'm start to looking for a good mount for Sculpting Pro, because I need more details. This seems to be okay. Okay, so I can find those muscles and shapes a little bit more. So I started with chest area. Okay, right now I'm switching to a forearm. Okay, just trying to make those shapes nice and round. For details like veins, I'm not gonna do it right now, or like future couple videos, because I would be doing it when my model is ready. So I will use, I believe I mentioned it before, I will use layers, so I can easily control those details, but it will be like in a latest stage of the sculpt. So right now I'm just focusing on the shapes, and I'm slowly start to adding details to muscle separations, like in these forearms. Okay, because in my opinion it is time to start doing this. So him just like adding indentation where vein should be. It's nothing like you know, final vein. So right now I'm refining brachialis muscle. Okay. Now switching to a triceps. So here I'm separating triceps from shoulder and adding some clear strokes to the areas that I feel is like a bit flat. Okay. From a distance looks okay. I'm feeling like I would start to make his face in another lesson. it would be totally asymmetrical. Okay. It would be hard, but it is a very good exercise. Yeah. So right now I'm working on chest. So here with Sculpting Pro I do have a lot of resolutions, and I can improve this model a lot. So I'm not restrained with my initial topology. Okay. So this muscles look flat from this view, so I'm adding a couple of clay strokes. So because as you can see this muscle is interacting with his left arm, so it should be more puffed. Okay, something like this. So as you can see, because I'm using a Sculpting Pro, there is a lot of those holes. So as I mentioned before, you should use close holes and you will be fine. Okay, let's continue. So for last muscle, as you can see, there is no need to be like a straight line. It should be a little bit curved. Okay, let's work a little bit on the back. Let's add some clay strokes. Okay, so the muscles are should have some, like volumes. Okay. And here I'm just adding some separations. So for this guy, his back is really complex because he is really muscular, and this pose really affecting a lot of his back muscles. So it's a really good exercise to sculpt some models like this because of its complexity. Okay, this is really asymmetrical, so it's really, in my opinion, fun to sculpt. So yeah, really like this split screen function in the brush. It's really helpful when you're sculpting something like this, when you know, like have a reference model or models that have some part that you like, and you bring it to your scene and just try to replicate it on your model. So split screen is really helpful for this kind of stuff. Okay. So let's try to make his abdominal muscles more refined. Okay, so mostly, as I do before, I'm using a clay brush and Tham standard brush. Mostly it's just a matter of adding like a volume to some of his parts. Okay, like for abdominal muscles. Okay, it seems to be flat, but I will fix it. Okay, for this guy I will make shorts in Marvel's Designer, but it will be, I guess, last video. Okay, it will be really fast process. It will be not like speed up. It's just really easy to make short for this guy, and I will show you how. So it will be really fast. Also, I will bring it to ZBrush, and there is need to be a little bit of refinement. Okay, but as you can see from the intro, his shorts look alright. So here I'm switching to his legs. Now it's time to make like a good refinements to his muscles. I'm starting from a leg muscles. Okay, I would really like to get rid of, you know, like wobbliness in this model. So I'm start to smooth a lot. Okay, Okay, so as I said before, I want to achieve, you know, like roundness of his shapes, of course, where it should be. So as you can see, in all his lines there is some curvature. Always when you sculpt human anatomy, you should add, you know, like curvature to our lines, even if it seems that it should be like more or less straight. Always try to make those lines, separations, cuts, like a little bit curved, because there is like nothing in human body that is perfectly straight. Always try to make some curves. So yeah, we finally are getting closer to the stage where it should be all, you know, like really smooth, without those kind of pixelations, because main forms is here, main proportion here, so it's getting time to add some secondary shapes. But I think we will do it in some other videos maybe, but it is not long to wait. Of course, we need to sculpt the feet, and I will sculpt them in another lesson. I will dedicate whole video to just the feet. Maybe I will touch up some other parts, but we'll see. So as you can see, polygroups really helpful when some part of a body is obstructed with another parts. So polygroups are really helpful in this case. So this part of his muscles really looks really odd, but I will fix it in other lessons. For now it is okay. Okay, for now his legs are really taking the shapes. I'm really happy how legs look like. Okay. Okay, so I think this is really a good spot to stop. There is a good progression in a sculpt, and I will continue to work on it in another lesson. So in the next lesson probably I would sculpt his face, because in my opinion it is time to give it some shapes. So guys, let's see you in another lesson.